Okay, so here's part three. Um, just to catch you up on the other parts, I had started thinking about unaliving myself, and I went to check myself into a hospital. Ended up there 3 times, and there was someone there who could not eat anything but a sandwich and draw with crayons because she was trying to hurt herself with anything she could get her hands on. First day I was there, they let her use a pencil again, and she ran it through her stomach. There was one there who swore up and down the blanket told her that she was going to get AIDS. There were people who were recovering from drugs. And I realized that the stuff that I was prioritizing in my life wasn't as bad as it seemed. That's been about 20 years ago that happened. Over the course of the last 20 years, I ended up divorcing that wife. There's a funny story. There's a few funny stories about this time. But a few years later, I ended up divorcing my wife, meeting my current wife. Went from making minimum wage to making not minimum wage. Having a house in the country on acreage. Knowing that if I wanted to, I could go out and buy a nice house. Watched my kids grow up. I went from having those two, which after the first one I was told that we wouldn't have any more, to having 5 kids. Met my wife now. Life never is really easy for anybody. Had I taken the time to stop the ride, then I wouldn't know how it ends. I don't know that I want to know how it ends. I've got my 3rd grandchild on the way right now. Seeing their smiles on their faces, I can't imagine what it would have been like any other way.